Good afternoon, and welcome to perhaps the single craziest streaming day that I've had so far. This is Army of One, being joined by Hannibal Graham. How are you doing, Hannibal?
Awful. I'm doing great.
So, just as a little bit of a background, right now my personal channel, twitch.tv/Army of One, cough cough plug plug, is currently restreaming Friday versus Kaede, which is going through my computer. So I have like 4 different or 5 different audio streams and video streams going on right now, and I'm streaming on OBS while also on a different Discord account so that I can see this race and commentate over it with Hannibal.
Look, don't listen to Army. He's making it sound way more complicated than it actually is. He's making it sound way harder, so he seems like a much better, streamer.
Right, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I need to make things more complicated so that I look cooler.
That's right.
Anyway, so we've got Rawsome versus Reseren. This is the round 2 winners bracket, if I remember correctly, because I'm thinking about a lot of things right now, and we're about to start, I believe. And here we go. Yeah, we got stuff. So
yeah, and I believe Reseren is the favorite of this race.
Yes, at least Reseren did seed higher than Rawsome, and has been playing for a bit longer than he has, I believe.
Reseren dropping a couple jumps there, but that was pretty clean.
Okay, now through all of this craziness, let me pick up the SpeedGaming 5 chat so I can see what people are saying.
Who knows, Mark? It's a lot. I'm not sure if Army can handle both of them.
Pop out chat. Thank you. Okay.
All right, let's see the speed booster. It's definitely speed booster.
Okay.
We know it's speed booster because it's been like every single race. Oh, it's missiles.
Okay, it's missiles. Well, I've had 2 morph ball starts just today that I've commentated over.
I've raced like 7 races, and every single one has been speed booster.
Yeah, it's speed booster and missiles are certainly the more common starts. They're fairly balanced. Rawsome forgetting which way he's going, and finally making his way into the Arachnus vent area.
Yeah, I guess Rawsome's used to getting speed booster too. Didn't even try to get up here. Just an E-tank.
Yeah, I've made that mistake more than a couple times.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet because I've only gotten speed, so
so you don't have to worry about it.
Right. So it's really good to pick up E-tanks early on. At least a few of them, just to make sure you're pretty set for most of the run. And then after that, you can kind of make certain decisions based on how far or how difficult it is to get to an item, which is generally up to like a few seconds, but sometimes that few seconds matter. So
now we've certainly had more than a few really tight races where one decision one way or another, or a bad boss fight could have decided it. Morph Ball being picked up in Arachnus's attic, so they do have the ability to just leave if they wanted to, but because this is certainly a routed in area, it's usually a good idea to go ahead and kill Arachnus. Arachnus usually has an E-tank. Let's see what he has for us this time.
Yeah, almost exclusively he has an E-tank. I don't think I've seen. It's very rare that I see him with anything besides an E-tank, and if it is, it's a major.
It's an E-tank.
Yeah, it's an E-tank. Oh wait, who's tracking? Is no one tracking?
That's a good question.
See, I haven't done this before, so I have no idea how tracking works.
So the SpeedGaming bot that invited you to this channel has a tracking link. I can pull it up right now. Sure that I don't accidentally exit out of the so the commentary for Friday versus Kaede is also going through Google Chrome because I'm running Discord through Chrome so I can have 2 calls going at the same time. So I need to make sure I don't exit out of that. No. Oh no. No. Wait, seriously?
Oh
Comms dead.
no.
Fuck. Oh no.
Oh, you said the F word.
Shit.
You're saying
Oh,
words.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Discord. Oh, no,
I
don't
think
download
I've
from
seen
Windows.
a major behind that wall. I'll see it again on Rawsome's stream, but so far there's really just been energy tanks.
Wait. Are comms still dead? They shouldn't be. Oh, so take over this for a little bit. I'm going to do some technical difficulties.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, they can hear. They can hear now.
I get. Oh well.
Monka S.
Very Monka S. All right, so Reseren's going into Sector 1. Got his first stabilizer down. Hold on. Okay, so when we got Morph Ball... Wait, okay, that... Never done... Okay, cool, it's working. I'm not sure what Reseren got in that tunnel. Sorry.
It was just an E-tank.
Bear with me.
Yeah.
It was an E-tank? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've done 2 different routes here. Rawsome going into Sector 2 and Reseren going to Sector 1. Thank you, guys. Did not see what was on that ledge. Missile data. Oh, what are we getting under here? Plasma. All right. So it looks like Sector 1 is going to be loaded again.
Well, it's certainly the critical route that the randomizer was placing items around, so we'll definitely probably see some more stuff.
Oh, absolutely. And sorry if I can't keep up with chat at the moment, but I'll do my best. Alright, we'll see what Rawsome gets in this data room. And Reseren just has to make his way through the 3rd stabilizer unit room. Well, technically the 4th, but we don't do the 2nd one.
Yeah, the SRX, we don't need to worry about the environments in that area. They can handle themselves.
Rawsome with the super missiles. Very nice.
So those super missiles will definitely help out going through the Sector 1 loop that Rawsome is very likely to go through right now.
Yep. Man, there's a lot of energy tanks. I'm assuming it wants them to do a damage run at some point. Generally speaking, though, even if it's active, most of the time you don't actually have to do a damage run.
Ooh, Rawsome going to the cargo room.
Power bomb.
Junk.
As my kid would say, power bombs. Ew.
Your kid has good taste.
Alright, I got everything good on the tracker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Alright, what's this dude called again? Core X or something? Can I remember?
The core X parasite. Yeah, that's what the large X parasites that have the major items in vanilla are called. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like Reseren got a double on that eyeball. I wish I could get doubles. I've tried so hard. I can't get a double for my life.
This one specifically, the charge core, the beam core X's are a little bit different than the regular core X's.
Well, I mean, even on the eye doors, I can't do it.
Oh yeah, doubles are difficult. I haven't got them yet either. Rawsome heading into Sector 4 with those super missiles.
There's another deal in Reseren's screen. You got an ice effective additive missiles and a Varia suit for Rawsome. So very nice.
Unfortunately, not bombs that Rawsome was probably looking for.
Yeah, absolutely, because he just has to leave and go to Sector 1 from here. He has no other choice, really. I guess he can go to 3 and get one item. That'd be a fairly risky check, but it could pay off. It could be bombs, it could be screw attack, something like that.
Yeah, but that's not the direction that the seed is currently pointing towards, so
Most likely
at least not at the
yeah.
moment. At least not at the moment. Well, let's
Sometimes
see.
sometimes I feel like it's better to go outside of where the seed's pointing you. Sometimes you get lucky.
Mm-hmm. And like for instance, putting off Sector 1 as long as you can sometimes is a good play because you can come back later with a bunch of big upgrades, like speed boost, plasma beam, strong missiles, just things to completely wreck all of the rooms in Sector 1 and get through them really quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes like with the other seed we seen with Scotty and I forget who he was racing, where they had to backdoor Sector 1 to get missiles.
Yeah, that was against Next Gen. That was an
That's
interesting
right.
seed.
Yeah, I mean, saving in Sector 1 and then going to 3 is a pretty heads up idea, but personally I think it would have been more advantageous for time possibly to just save in Sector 4 and then do that, but because you have to use the elevator twice.
I think this Sector 3 check is going to be progress. It's probably going to be like speed, if I were to guess.
Yeah, it has to be something because you got Varia.
Hey, look, it's bombs.
Yep, he got Varia, so it kind of was pointing him over here in a way.
Right, but that's not necessarily really a sign.
Yeah.
Damage runs are on, so it isn't expected for you to have Varia in order to get across there. Reseren going through Sector 2, so he doesn't have bombs yet, so he'll be dipping out and going somewhere else after this.
Yeah, my guess he'd probably go to 4, just like Rawsome did, and find the Varia suit as well, and then head over to 3. And now he just opened his level 1 locks as well. And then he'll be picking up his super missiles also. And with the way the seed's going, it's getting bottlenecked into Sector 3 for Reseren. Logically, I imagine it wants him to go to Sector 4 and then to 3.
I mean that picks up the Varia suit, so maybe.
Yeah, with damage runs on, who knows?
But it's definitely 3 and then... Actually, you know what? It's probably 3 and then 4. So I'm guessing that it's like I don't think I've really seen double dipping too often, especially this early in a seed. So I would say bombs opens up Sector 4 with more likely checks than Sector 2, even though Sector 2, the upper level of Sector 2 gets opened up with bombs. But we'll see. We'll see what Rawsome finds down here.
Yeah, you never know sometimes, but in my experience, if you don't get a, say bombs to get down to the bottom of Sector 2 in Sector 2, it's probably not going to be much down in Sector 2. I could be wrong, obviously.
Yeah, I usually find that you sort of need the things to get into it before you get into it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. All right, looks like Reseren is going over to Sector 3 to pick up his bombs. This is actually the more efficient way than going to Sector 4 first, because you don't have to double dip Sector 4 if you come here first. Even if it logically, whether it logically wanted them to go there first or not, this is obviously the better play. And honestly, avoiding Sector 1 for now is probably fine, because the only thing that was there is Plasma, and you can get that pretty early. And if Rawsome comes in there later, like once level 2 doors are unlocked, it's actually going to be advantageous to him if he comes in there way late.
Yeah, coming in through blue and green doors into the lava moat, might take a lot of health if you don't have your gravity suit, but also that might be just faster than backtracking through the top of Sector 1 a couple of times.
Well, I mean, imagine if Rawsome gets everything else he needs besides Plasma, and then just backdoors it, and he saved the entire Sector 1.
Right. He would save the entire Sector 1, but I'm also talking about, like, just in general. If you go into Sector 1 through that lava moat, you don't have to go through that first, or if you left through the lava moat, you wouldn't have to backtrack through the very top hallway. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And it looks like Rawsome's going there anyway. I mean, he'll still get his Plasma, but it's going to be a little bit slower than if you were to go later.
But since he has supers, it will still be faster than what Reseren did. So it's always a balance of, okay, when's the best time to go to Sector 1?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are seeds that sometimes will have like a lot of progression in it. Where you might have like 2 or 3 majors that are actually useful. My personal opinion is I guess with Sector 1 it's a little different, but most of the time if I get a major that is required to beat the game, I'll just try to leave immediately. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's probably the only thing that's useful in there.
Rawsome deciding not to pick up a couple of quick E-tanks just to save on that fanfare time.
I mean, yeah, they're quick E-tanks, but you don't need more than like 4 or 5 E-tanks to beat the game, like safely, if you're playing properly.
Especially if you already have Varia. I mean, you don't have to worry about Sector 6. You don't have to worry about getting Metroided at the end.
As far as I know, I don't think so, Palm Tree.
I think that there's been a Go Mode item down in the Ridley area, but not on Ridley himself. Rawsome picking up his Plasma Beam.
Excellent.
And Reseren is diving deep into lower Sector 2. Reseren does have ice missiles, so he can get out of Sector 2.
Well, assuming high jump or space jump isn't down here. Not often you see someone go down the left side like what Rawsome did there on that on the shaft. And something I have forgotten before, I'm not sure about other racers, but if you come down to the bottom of Sector 2 without high jump or space jump, you do want to go through the vanilla way, because you won't be able to get to the other side in reverse without him. Or screw attack, I suppose. Alright, it looks like there's nothing in the Oasis for now. Hopefully this pays off for Reseren. We'll see. I found a pretty good majors here before.
Yeah, Sector 2 has a lot of really dense checks down in lower Sector 2, but it's always a struggle to get back out, in any sort of efficient manner.
But the good thing is since Reseren has ice missiles, which I'm starting to think that there might be something there, he can do Ripper Tower since he doesn't have high jump.
Right.
See if this plays in his favor this time around. And we just got Rawsome cleaning up Sector 1. As we know, there's nothing else in there besides I think ice missiles were in here, right, as well. Yeah, they're after the boss here. and Reseren having bad luck with the worm here. So he needs to have the worms low enough so that way he can jump on top and then wall jump. And same with this one. You can jump over here with a well-timed shot, but it's better just to wall jump. It's easier. Oh, save and quit. Okay.
Not finding anything in lower sector 2, so it's just faster to reset if you saved at the top.
Absolutely.
Rawsome about to get his ice missiles.
Yep, and I'm assuming that Reseren's probably going to go to 4 because he has bombs. Yep.
Right.
Might pick up the Varia suit straight away, or just go straight in.
And yes, Rikitsi, there are 2 items in Ripper Tower, but one of them is kind of hard to check if you don't have anything like diffusion power bombs or wave beam. Because you'd have to get the first item, and that takes a little while, and it's just a single check. It's just a little annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, it might bite him in the butt, but we'll see. We'll see later. More than likely it won't, obviously, because there's like another 97 locations. But me personally, I would have tried going down and checking it, even though it would have wasted like 20 seconds or so. All right, so Reseren got his Varia suit. Let's see what's in Sector 4. And then Rawsome making his way out of Sector 1. I'm assuming Rawsome's probably also going to go to Sector 4 from here, since he has bombs and no speed booster, because he can't really do anything in Sector 3 anymore. So.
Right, he's already grabbed the one item that he can. So right now, last locations are all Sector 4.
Yep.
Reseren trying to get a little bit fancy with the morph ball jump.
Yep, I tend to do that as myself. Not like necessarily mess it up, but that's what I prefer to do over bombing, because bombing takes a long time.
Bombs are slow, and speedrunners don't like slow things. Here's Space Jump. So Space Jump gets us out. Well, Ice gets us out of Sector 4 a little slowly. Space Jump a little quicker, but we'll also probably find either Screw Attack or Speed Boost.
Sorry about that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm the one tracking as well. We didn't have a tracker, and I kind of just got thrown into it, so it's good to go. Thank you for letting me know.
And I appreciate you taking care of the tracking, because I'm sort of looking over at the other stream that I'm rehosting.
You know, I don't think you have enough to do, Army. You don't have enough to do.
Reseren not finding anything under Ceres, which is, you know, it's a little sad if you go all the way up there to check that and not find anything, but it's even sadder if you don't check it and there is something.
Yeah, but I personally, I will never walk over there to check it, unless I'm in a situation where I'm really looking for something. I'm most likely not going to check it first, because odds are it's not going to help me. You know, with Ceres, and I always want to fight Ceres as well.
That's true, but right now Ceres isn't in logic. They don't have high jump, they don't have gravity, and they don't have speed booster to get out anyway.
Yeah, I mean, obviously right now they wouldn't. This would be one of those situations where you probably want to check it first.
Right.
Oh, well, I guess Reseren opting not to check what's under the pump there. Yeah, he can't get it at the moment, but he could check it.
I don't. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to get it, but he can check it. Yes, that is the proper sentence for that situation. I had to think about it for a little bit. My brain needed to catch up to what I heard.
So yeah.
Reseren going.
Yeah, he's going to there. Maybe he's just seeing what's there. Maybe he's hoping that speed booster's there, because I feel like this might be one of the only checks that are left right now.
Right. I'm not sure if Space Jump puts Ceres into logic. Not. It's a really tight Space Jump across that that tank.
Well, I imagine, I mean, the wall jump there is really not difficult. You only do 2 wall jumps and you're up. So I'm not
Right,
sure.
I know that the wall jump isn't in logic. So like if you didn't have space, Ceres definitely wouldn't be in logic.
I mean, I guess technically speaking, space jump would, but yeah, it is a tight jump.
But if this isn't speed,
Ice beam. Okay,
it's ice beam. He can't get out without a lot of fancy footwork.
Yeah, and there is a major under that pump there. Unfortunately, it is unobtainable at the moment until he gets speed booster or gravity. So what do we got left now?
See, so we can't get to lower 4 for the POW amp check. We don't have Ice Wave or Diffusion.
Oh, it might be on Zazabi.
Yes, Zazabi is definitely... Wow, Zazabi... Whoa!
Yeah, Zazabi might have gravity or speed booster.
Yeah, that's a logic jump right there, where you have to go into 4 to get space jump in order to get out of the Zazabi chamber, because neither runner, like when they were there, they had ice. Sure, they could leave from sector 2, but they wouldn't have been able to go into Zazabi and leave unless Zazabi also had high jump or space. Oh no, they've got space. They can check the 2 Notori items.
The what?
The Notori items in sector 2, overground sector 2.
Yeah, they could. They check those 2 as well. I mean, technically speaking, they could try to beat Notori, but it ain't happening. So yeah, I guess I got what 3 checks left at the moment that I can think of.
Yes, 3 checks, not including the very, very missile-hungry Notori. Yeah.
Yeah. So
if
yeah,
one of
sector
them
2 is absolutely the play.
If one of them is charge beam, we could see a Notori play as well.
Oh yeah, I would absolutely go to Notori with charge if I didn't have any other options. So Rawsome, he's taking the back way in. He might go straight to the Zazabi. But he's most likely going to check everything anyway, since especially since he has space jump and plasma, he can still go to the Ripper room.
And he has ice missiles, so he's going to go ahead and make the check.
So weird thing is with these Rippers, if the first one is in an odd position, for some reason, I mean, I've had it happen to me before, and I've seen it happen to somebody during the competition. If you try to morph under them, it just takes you out of morph for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's real weird with the hitboxes with frozen enemies. I don't know if that is a quirk of the randomizer modifications, or if it's just a just a quirk of Metroid Fusion.
Yeah.
So you might see it here with Reseren. Oh, no, he was able to morph handily under that
very nice wall. So Rawsome is checking the other 2 checks besides Zazabi, which could be the better play. It's the most enticing play, that's for sure, because Zazabi takes a while to kill since there's no impact to how much health he has. Yeah.
And Reseren is heading to Zazabi, so we've got a little bit of a divergence right here. This isn't even like a huge divergence, like, oh, what sector am I going to? It's what part of sector 2 am I going to first?
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately with the seed so far, they kind of got bottlenecked. They were diverging for a while there, but they ended up in the same place anyway.
Okay, 50-50. One of these has our progression. And it's not Zazabi.
Oh, it's Diffusion
for Rawsome.
Okay. So then he's gonna go to lower 4 unless Zazabi has something, unless he wants to fight Zazabi. We'll see what he decides to do, but it still only opened up one item, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's only opened up one item, so this is a very, very narrow seed at this moment.
Yeah, very. It very quickly became the same route. And see if Reseren leaves or fights a zombie. Oh, that's right. He has to do the other checks as well.
Rawsome checking Oasis.
Yep, and you'll find that everything else in here is nothing, and besides what he got and possibly Zazabi, let's see.
And anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Just a missile tank. Okay, so yeah, Reseren needs to go up there. So right now, Rawsome is kind of in the lead. It depends on how long it takes him to check the other check that's in here. He's gonna most likely going to go towards, and possibly go to Zazabi. It would be obviously the better move to just not fight Zazabi and just take his
He's
chance
leaving.
of what he got.
Oh no, there's the check above the zombie that he's gonna make.
Oh, Rawsome is deciding not even to check the item.
He's just leaving.
Good. Well, I mean, that's good for him.
Yeah.
That's very good for him. That was a good decision for him. So now he's actually ahead.
Yeah, that was a really good intuition out of Rawsome.
Yeah, he's what, like 45 seconds ahead, roughly?
No, he's way ahead. He's much further ahead because Reseren still needs to pick up the diffusion missiles.
Well, yes. And he should really definitely use this recharge. Didn't realize how low his health was.
Right. That's a really, really well hidden recharge. I didn't know that until like a week ago.
Herc did it, right?
That. Yeah, until Herc did it on GDQ or something like that.
It happened to me too. Same thing. I watched it. I was like, oh.
Well, I think I knew about it, but I thought it was like an addition from the Japanese release, Japanese and European release. I didn't know that it was in the US version.
So yeah, you can freeze the larvae because they're considered an enemy, but it obviously doesn't do anything. It's just kind of like a flag overlook, I suppose.
Even weirder, if you have screw attack, you can screw attack into the frozen cocoons.
Yep.
And you don't destroy them, you're just inside the cocoons.
Rawsome going down to do his only check. Well, technically it's not his only one, but it's the check that he needs to make. I think Reseren got his diffusion, yeah. I'll just mark it off. Okay.
And Rawsome finding his speed booster.
All right,
I told you speed booster was in Sector 4.
All right, Reseren.
I didn't think it was going to be like this.
Nope. Okay, now he's going to go straight to the pump. Wait, did I give that to the wrong person? No, I didn't. I'm good. Yeah, he's going straight to the pump in Sector 4 here and get his next major. Reseren actually doesn't know there's a major under the pump, so we'll see what he decides to do.
Now, we know there is Ice Beam on Ceres, but that's not...
Rawsome forgot. Rawsome forgot there was a major there.
Yeah, I suppose he did. He's beelining it straight to his green doors.
If Reseren decides to check under the pump and remember they didn't, it might change this again.
And yes, Jiggly Saint, that is the order of operations for the seed. Space in Sector... so it was... where were bombs?
Bombs, they were in Sector 3, I think?
Yeah, bombs were in Sector 3. That's right. Varia was in...
Oh, that's right. Okay, see, I didn't get a chance to notice this. This is when I was having the cluster of getting to the tracker. I didn't get a chance to see what was in that room, so now we know that there's a major in there. It happens to be Charge Beam. So that's an interesting find.
Let's see if Rawsome remembers. No, he doesn't.
Darn, it might be gravity. If it's gravity, that's going to set him behind really bad. And it looks like Reseren is actually going to go check that. And it might not be gravity, but it could lead to gravity as well. Like screw attack, for instance.
And really, gravity is the only go mode item that these runners are missing. And knowing that there's a major hidden under the pump control.
Oh, another major. It's powerbomb data.
Oh no!
That's gonna send him on a wild goose chase, possibly.
Yeah, that might be a huge red herring.
All right, let's see what he gets. Oh, and plus this opens up another item as well. Get speed booster. Let's see what we get. High jump. Okay.
High jump. Oh, rawsome got lucky. Goodness.
I mean, high jump could still.
And there's also still one more speed check. There's still one more speed check.
Yeah.
In mid 4.
No low height, and he went the other way. I imagine he did that because he's seen that he didn't have low height. That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, Ridley actually still is in play.
Yeah, we can have gravity on Ridley.
Yep, I've had that happen to me. It was awful.
Awful for you, great for anyone watching.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry, I meant awesome. Alright, looks like Reseren's picking up his charge beam, I'm assuming.
No, I think you meant rawsome.
Right. Personally, I wouldn't check this this item check until I open green doors. That's just my personal opinion, because then I can just go open the doors while I'm up here. But it'd be even better with power bombs. So let's see what rawsome can get over here, back in sector 4. Oh, that's unfortunate. So just missiles. But yeah, when it comes to power bombs, something like this, he's remembering the check under the pump now. When it comes to a check like this, which actually happens to be kind of in rawsome's favor, he probably did remember about this major, but just decided to check at the top of the elevator. Yeah, this is it's kind of a better check for him to do because of the powerbomb check on top of this check. So at least he's not wasting as much time checking that powerbomb spot. Okay, so Reseren going behind in sector 3, and we'll see what's up here in the speed booster spot. I messed up the charge there. The shine spark. Yep, wave could be in Torian. It's not necessarily required to go in, it is required to get out. Do we get the low height? Nope.
No, unfortunately not. Reseren opening up his green doors eventually.
Yep.
Whenever he
Yeah, whenever he gets that shine spark. Oh, he wanted to do the space jump over there.
He's got to make it look cool.
What was the major down here? Oh, it's power bombs.
The power bombs, yeah.
Rawsome leaving sector 4. I'm assuming he's most likely going to go to 5. He might go back to 3. Oh, he's going back to 3. Okay. Level 2 locks for Reseren. And most people tend to avoid Sector 6 for as long as possible. I'm starting to feel like Sector 6 is the play, to be honest. They have super missiles, they have Varia suit, space jump. They have everything they need to go through there. though Sector 3 is more dense and quickly checked than Sector 6.
Certainly, the lower and upper loop are real quick to go.
Yeah. Whether or not he checks the lava maze or not is a question. Personally, I don't think I would, because it takes quite a bit of energy to get through that lava maze, and it's slow.
Well, I know that if you go real fast and you don't have Varia, it takes 8 E-tanks in order to get in and out of that heated area, as well as do the lava maze. Reseren has more than enough health, and rawsome has, Varia. Both of them have Varia, so they have more than enough health in order to do that lava maze right now.
Yeah. Let's see if he speeds into the left or up. Oh, he's going left. Yep, he grabbed the energy tank. That's why I thought he did that, is to go through that lava maze, possibly. Whether he checks the doctor or not is a question mark. I feel like he won't, because it takes a very long time to get to him. And just power bombs.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's an emergency in Franker Z, people. This could make or break the race for Reseren.
It could. But as someone says, animals could be holding the gravity. Never know.
And rawsome is electing not to sort out the emergency in Franker Z.
Okay, so this could be a make or break point for this race, assuming gravity is not here or is here. Or something leading to it, obviously. I try not to gamble this guy because he's so far out of the way. I would personally probably check everything else before checking here. And if I got something everywhere else, then I probably wouldn't check here. And if I didn't, I would check here and then reset.
I think that's what Reseren's going to do right now. And where's the soft reset, Res? Where did you save? Did you save
I don't
recently?
think he saved before he came in here.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he just got a power bomb tank, so that's awful. All right, rawsome checking on. Oh, there's a major under box, and it's wide beam. All right, at least it's a good check, even if it's not something he needs.
It's nice to have.
Yeah, it'll make Omega stun lockable. So
I think I've stun locked him with single plasma before.
You probably can, but it's probably way tighter.
Yeah, I don't know or don't remember how tight it was.
Yeah, it looks like rawsome's gonna fight Box. I feel like he's gonna be able to kill him faster with the super missiles, to be honest. I mean, especially since he has every upgrade.
Right, so he's got basically 1.5 super missiles. So instead of 10 shots needed, he only needs 8 if I've done my math properly.
I think I heard 9.
No, it would be 7. It's 8 if you have super ice missiles, but it's 6 with all of them, or 7 with all of them.
Well, it looks like Reseren is actually not far behind, even though he did check Franker Z. I guess that would attest to like how good his execution is, considering how fast he got back here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he just got missiles up there on the top of Sector 3. All right, we got 2 more checks in Sector 3, and then we'll see where they go next. Either 6 or 5, most likely. Just more powerbomb tanks. Oh. Oh no, he has to go back up. Alright, just more powerbomb tanks. Okay, Sector 3 is only wide beam. It's mostly a bust.
Nice to have, but definitely not a go mode item.
Yeah.
And right now it's just Reseren's execution. Faster box fight. I don't think he'll spend as much time getting that powerbomb check in upper 3 as rawsome did. So, We'll just see him slowly catch up.
Yep. Depending on what checks they make, and there could be a divergence here. It looks like rawsome might be going to 6 right now.
What it looks like.
Yeah, if Reseren goes to 5, and then we'll definitely have a divergence here. But I do personally think 6 is definitely the best bet. I always feel like unlocking level 3 doors and doing that loop is a waste of time, personally. But with power bombs, it's probably not quite as bad because you can get everything in there. But they also don't have wave. I think that's a requirement to have Sector 5 broken, is it not?
It is if you don't have gravity.
Yes, yeah. Just missiles over there. Alright, we'll see where Reseren's going to go. Is he going to 5 or is he going to 6? Oh, rawsome's leaving. He just wanted to do the couple of quick ones. Okay, so Reseren is going to main deck. It looks like he's going to check pets, or animals rather, and everything up there.
And then route himself into reactor core, if I were to guess.
Yeah, you can get 2 more checks there.
I try to lean towards 6 before animals and reactor, but
I mean, this is actually a good check.
Well, yeah. So with power bombs and green doors open, these are like they're kind of spaced out from each other, but as a loop to try to get to reactor core and then go back into sector 2 to fight Notori. It's a decent check loop.
Yeah, but so rawsome's doing the same loop. Now the question is, will it be beneficial to go back through sector 2 again? Oh, energy tank. Oh, rawsome's checking the other side of things, so we'll see this early. So it's possible that if rawsome finds gravity down here, it's going to come down to execution. Oh, okay.
And
so
just a missile tank. High five.
Yeah, unfortunately that didn't pay off for rawsome. But at least it didn't. At least it kind of benefited him that it didn't, because Reseren was right on his tail.
Reseren heading down to the reactor silo, and rawsome going back to check animals. So if rawsome was planning on checking reactor, the routing is a little bit loop-de-loop. There's a little bit of backtracking that he didn't need to do. But
yeah.
if he wasn't, like, it's only 2 items here, plus Yakuza.
Oh, he's not going down to reactor. So he might just go to sector 5 or possibly go deeper into 6.
Looks like Reseren is planning on fighting Yakuza.
It's possible he's just going to go through the room.
No, he's going down further. He's got a plan.
I mean, I've seen people go into the room and then leave.
Oh, that's right. He does have space jump. He can just leave.
Yeah. It would be terrible to have gravity on Yakuza, because Yakuza is one of the most annoying bosses in this game. Oh, he's actually fighting him. Okay. And doing the speedrun strats, make sure that Yakuza grabs him as close to the top of the screen as possible, so he can get another round in as fast as possible. And he had very good RNG with that. And then we got rawsome checking the top of sector 5, which is a power bomb. Fortunately, you can't get the other item without having the place broken. So what Yakuza had. Looks like missiles, yeah. Okay. So nothing from Yakuza. Deciding to skip Notori.
In order for Sector 5 to be broken, there are 3 different ways you could do it. You can either screw attack in from Sector 3, that will always make it broken no matter what the rest of your loadout is. Or you can have speed booster and gravity, that will break it. Or you can have Varia suit, yellow doors, wave beam, and high jump. And actually, Varia suit technically isn't a requirement, but kind of hard to get down to yellow doors if it's not broken and you don't have Varia.
Yeah, you would need
Because-
at least, yeah. If you have gravity, it's already all broken. But like without
Right.
any sort of protection, you're just gonna get knocked back a lot. And I want to retract what I said about Notori. You do need wave beam to get over there through the reactor, but they could go through the other direction.
Right, yeah. If you're coming in through the back door.
Yes. Alright, Reseren going to Sector 6. It looks like he's going deeper into Sector 6 than rawsome did, so we'll see what happens. See if who's making the better play here. And for all we know, Nightmare might have gravity as well. Which is one of the worst places to have gravity, to be honest.
Yes. Check of no return.
Yep. Yeah, Mega is one of the things that I check, like when I can nowadays, because like it's very often that Mega has something, or at least something on the way has something.
So Reseren heading down into Sector 6. This is, I think, this is what I usually go to when I pick up power bombs as far as areas to unlock. It's Sector 6 is the first thing on my mind, and not reactor core and animals.
Yeah.
So let's see if we find something down here, or if rawsome finds something in these last checks in 5.
Just a power bomb there, and he has one more check over here. After that, he can do data room, and I think that's it. Well, no, he could do data room, but he has to save beforehand. All right, so he has one more check. Hopefully, he does remember to save, because I don't believe it will break Sector 5. Now we got a Mega Core fighter on our hands. Well, if the sector is not broken, they won't be able to leave because they don't have wave. Oh wait, no, they'd be able to just go down, huh? I'm just being silly. You're right.
Speaking of wave beam, so that breaks Sector 5. We could be looking at vanilla gravity.
It could be vanilla, but it could still be Ridley. It could still be Ridley. We just need to find screw attack. All right, let's see what rawsome does. Oh, he's not checking the data room. Oh, I guess he's gonna check these other two, the other two yellow doors over here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went ahead and saved.
Yeah, he could save up here. I would have saved in the tunnel on the way out. Yep, nothing here either. Looks like he's shooting missiles because he's frustrated, I guess. Alright, so Reseren is leaving now that he's only found wave. He can't do anything else in there, so he's most likely going to Sector 5 now.
And trading places with rawsome, who I'm sure is heading to Sector 6 now.
And since Reseren has wave beam, he can make a few more checks that rawsome couldn't, including going towards Nightmare.
Reseren still needs to go down into lower 5 to unlock yellow doors in order to break Sector 5. So he's not too much ahead in terms of progression.
Yeah, this is interesting, like how this got laid out. Like I said, I thought Sector 6 was going to be the play, and it was, based on how the seed is going, because wave beam, it does seem like it was required. Well, Ridley cannot have screw attack because that's the only way you can get into Torian. And Coco said that too. But we still have hope for gravity. Reseren, I would personally not be checking here first because he could just open up level 3 locks, just go beeline it there and then come back up. And he forgot about the tunnel. Well, yeah, but you also need to open level 4 locks, I believe. Expedence. Alright, so we're seeing a lot of the stuff that we've already seen. We just gotta figure out what Reseren's gonna do after this. I imagine he's probably going to do the same checks that rawsome did, alongside the other few that rawsome could not before. You actually only need screw attack, Princess. I know that Herc had the acronym for you, like PCIL or PCAL or something. I'm not sure. Wave is not necessarily required to go into Torian just to get out. Yeah. Friday the 13th. Alright, so Reseren getting his ult. Oh, I didn't even do this. My gosh. I'm like sitting here spacing out. Level 3 locks. And then he, okay, now, what's his face? rawsome is getting his wave beam right now, so I'll just go ahead and mark that off. I tend to be somebody who just focuses on one thing. So, I mean, just focusing on both races, and then on top of that, having the, having the, tracker as well. Yeah, I could have said, what's his nose?
And yeah, thank you for covering.
I'm assuming you mean the tracker army,
right? The tracker, but also for I'm getting this next race.
Are you getting it ready? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Hey, I get thrown into the fire very often in my life, so I've learned to just deal. Like last night, with my job, I got thrown into to doing some stuff in a position that I had only spent about 5 minutes on altogether, and did it for most of the night, and I was fine. I'm just so used to it, I don't even care anymore. Alright, so Reseren going back up to the water because of the fact that he has wave. That's the difference between him and rawsome, is getting out of here, you have to get through the water. It looks like Reseren's not going to the left first. He's gonna go up to this tunnel. I thought he was gonna skip the tunnel. He should be checking that item before trying to speed boost up. Oh, it's a major. Awesome. Okay, what do we get here? It is gravity. Gravity in the tunnel. Oh, it looks like this is Reseren's game to lose. Yeah, this is probably the check I would have done first as well. But yeah, this is definitely where it's at. That is go mode. Or kind of go. Like, what was it? Pre-go mode? I don't know. He has to get level 4 locks to be actually in go mode.
It's no mode.
No mode, that's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was. That was weird. So yes, Reseren's in no mode. rawsome, he's most likely going to be checking that fairly soon. Oh, he's confused on where to go. He wants to go to Sector 2 because he missed a few items. Yep, he's going down to Sector 2. Unfortunately, that is not the play. It's because he wasn't as efficient with checking Sector 2, so now he's doubting that he's thinking he missed it. It is very good location for gravity. All items require go mode. Yeah, it's all Herc's fault. And I'll just get level 4 locks ready. And no, I'm not gonna. Nah, I'll turn it off. Okay, now we'll do level 4 locks. I know where they're going, and it's just like I want to just mark it off ahead of time. All right, so yeah, Reseren was already the favorite to win this. I believe he has 93% of the votes. And starting to see why. It could have just come down to luck though, because rawsome was making different decisions, such as going to Notori now. The only thing that's left to find is screw attack besides gravity. So as far as a major is concerned, so they found pretty much everything in the seed, both of them. They did have some route divergences, but for the most part, they had generally the same route, especially for the first half since it bottlenecked them.
Mm-hmm, right. The route sort of squeezed them together.
Oh, no Ice Beam. True. I feel like they found Ice Beam and then reset, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, still technically speaking, Screw Attack is the only major that is left to be found. Yeah, it was on Ceres, right. Yeah, they couldn't get, what, was Reseren that did that? Couldn't get out. Alright, Reseren on his way to main deck. Oh, Army, how am I gonna know if they're done? Is this like I don't have race time GG anywhere to see if they're gonna finish.
You can open up the. Oh, so I will open up their race so I can. Rawsome versus Res. Yep, I can keep an eye on it.
Okay, and I know I'm just kind of doing this over the air, but do I just hit done when I see them done, or when the race time says they're done?
Neither. So after everything finishes up, usually we bring in, or at least we try to bring in the runners, and we have like a little bit of a post-race discussion, just to see how everyone felt about it. This is only race 1. We are going to see race 2 right after this when we get that set up.
I see.
I might ask for a little bit of extra time just so I can help with some other behind the scenes things I'm working on right now. But yeah, so we'll wait for. And we also need to wait for SpeedGaming to set the time of the next race to very soon so that the stream isn't interrupted.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll join you on the next one. I didn't sign up for the commentary, but I'll join you.
Excellent, excellent.
I mean, I'm already here.
Right.
Here, Saren's rawsome still looking for their gravity. Unfortunately, they're not going to find it in Sector 2. We'll see if rawsome decides to forfeit or finish it up. You know, I've always wondered how they were doing tracking for this, but now that I see it, I'm just like, it took me a minute to let it sink in. I was like, Oh wait, I can switch the audio too. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yes, you can for
Okay, there. I had no idea that was in here because like part of it was cut off. I just had like mainly the tracker. Sorry about that. I didn't even know that I was the one controlling that. Just in time for the screech. I'm just sitting here letting rawsome's audio go the entire time. And let's see if Reseren can get this to unlock. I imagine he shouldn't have too many issues with that. That's up to Rawsome. We'll see what he wants to do. I'm not gonna tell him to forfeit. All right, and Omega's down for Reseren. Rawsome's still on his way to look for gravity. What is he doing in Sector 4? I feel like he cleared this, didn't he?
He did. Did he not fight Ceres though?
Oh yeah, he didn't fight Ceres. Okay, looks like Rawsome is forfeiting. Did not finish. Yep. I'm assuming that Diesel did that for me. Or maybe it's linked to race time.
No, Diesel probably helped you out with that one. Thanks, Diesel.
Okay.
Hello. Can I get the
Welcome in.
intel?
Get the what?
Intel.
It's above
It's
the
Sector 3-5 connector.
Yes.
And Screw was lower 2 or Ceres?
Oh, we don't know.
You can get in through Sector 5.
True.
You don't need Screw.
And
Yeah,
so
you
you had to grab Wave and then you had to go.
Yeah.
That's
Wave was
disgusting.
logically required.
Yep. That's not very nice.
No. What's up, Reseren?
Nothing much. GG.
GG. Did not like that seed.
Yeah, it was weird.
I thought I was doing the plays, and then I was like, I'm not doing the plays, and then I was like, I'm doing the plays, and then I was like, I'm not doing the plays.
Well, honestly,
So-
some of your decisions were good, but then you kind of diverged from the good decisions to the bad ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it expected you to go to Sector 4 to get Space Jump, then go back to Sector 2.
I actually considered going to Sector 4 almost like immediately, but then I was like, no, Sector 1 probably has something at this point. And so I went into Sector 1, and it had nothing. Oh, Ice Beam is on Ceres. That's fun.
Yeah, it was. I checked in and I was like, oh, it's Ice Beam, and then I never checked it again because I didn't want Ice Beam.
Yeah, I mean, who wants Ice Beam, right?
But yeah, well, if you have Diffusion, then there's no point, so...
But yeah, both of you guys got everything except for Screw Attack, and checked most everything in the game.
Yeah, I have no idea where Screw Attack was.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
either.
it must... Did you check anything in lower 4 on your way through there?
No, because I already had everything. by
Yeah,
that point,
so that means it was either in lower 4, or it was
Or-
like one of the...
Sector 6 or something, maybe.
I
been on
full
lost.
cleared 6.
It's also possible that it wasn't like Screw Attack being Screw Attack locked because it wasn't necessary to complete the seed.
Or it
That's
just
true.
it might not just have been placed, although I believe everything is supposed to be placed.
This is the first
Well, it's-
race, try hard.
Yeah, all but 2 items will be placed, so
Mhm.
it's possible that it just wasn't placed.
Yeah, most likely it was with Ridley. Vanilla.
Yeah, once I got Plasma Beam in charge, I was like, oh man, is this going to be a Ridley Gravity?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, if I get Screw Attack, I'm beelining to Sector 1.
You see, I think
Then it never
everybody
happened.
was waiting for that Ridley. Everybody's been waiting for Ridley this entire tournament.
Yeah, I was like, oh, of course. The one thing I always say whenever it's a Ridley requirement, I'll just forfeit. The one time it's during an actual race that I'm in. Like, I guess I'm not allowed to forfeit in that case.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, no, not during a
Never
race.
give
at
up.
least.
Never surrender.
I mean, if it's against Army, then it doesn't really matter. But
So I'm assuming you two are gonna do a back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
All right.
And I'll probably get 2-0'd, but upset.
We'll see, man. I
Hey,
could
have
get
some
really unlucky.
confidence. Have some confidence. You got this.
Mhm.
You can make it into a 3-match.
I sure hope. I need to meet Army in round 5, which means I just need to beat like 2 other good players. Anyway,
Hey, don't feel bad. I'm going against Ivan.
true.
Just out of curiosity, do you know who won between Friday and Kaide?
Friday did. I've been
Okay.
restreaming it, so there's been a little bit of technical difficulties and complications. But yes, Friday won just barely. It was a very, very close race.
Okay.
Spoilers for the archive, I suppose. Where am I?
Hey, Army,
looking?
do you
I'm
want to
looking-
open a room in race time, or are you not able to? I'm not sure if I'm logged in. Yeah, I'm not logged in right now.
Where is? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I might be able to in a moment.
Okay, cool.
I think I have an important question.
What's up?
So this is for Reseren. Reseren, how long did it take you to get gravity suit? Like, because I'm gonna be honest. After around 45 minutes, I was like, he's gonna dot done, and I won't be surprised. Like,
A long time. I mean, I went. Let me think. After I got power bombs, I went to main deck. I beat
Mhm.
Yakuza. I went to sector 6. I did all of that. Then I went to
Yep.
sector 5. Then I unlocked yellow doors, and then I went to go get gravity at the connection between the sector 3 and
Yeah.
sector 5. And then I just beat the game after that. But I was like,
Mhm.
man, why are all my seeds so long?
Yeah, I was skipping bosses for a while, or I did Arachnus because that's on path, and if Arachnus has something, then there's just no point, so I might as well kill Arachnus. Then I did a Sector 1 loop a little bit later, but after that, I basically didn't do any bosses because if a boss had something, you would have gotten it. And so there was just no reason to do a boss. And then I was like, okay, well, he hasn't finished yet, so that means that, like, either a boss had something that led, like, on a long progression chain, or something like that happened, and then I just wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah, this sea was just progression. I mean, like if you
Yeah.
just check all the items, it forces you to go to like only one location left. So
Mhm.
the early game was pretty straightforward, but then
Yeah.
after you got power bombs, I felt like you could really go anywhere.
Yeah. I did feel like, though, I was, like, pushing up my glasses with speed because, like, I didn't finish Sector 2 when I got Diffusion, and then I was like, okay, do I finish Sector 2? Or do I go check the one check where I've already checked the other one? Because I grabbed Varia earlier. Like, I grabbed Varia almost immediately into the seed. I did Sector 2, and then I went to got Varia. And then I wasn't sure where to go. Because I was like, okay, well, I have this lower part of Sector 2 that I'll basically be forfeiting up the race for. Or I could go do the one check that definitely possibly has something.
Yeah, it just forced you. Like once you get diffusion, it forces you to go to sector 4. There's no other
Yeah.
checks.
The number of times I dipped into Sector 4 was sad.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. I think all of us said all right at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, all right,
I think
all
that's
right.
I think that's the collective thought process after that scene.
Hive mind.
So,
And-
your room should be ready if you guys
Mhm.
want to join that.
Sure. That sounds good. All right. See you.
Good luck.
You guys have a
Well,
good next race.
so we will have to finish up this episode. It'll just be a quick 2-minute ad break. Volunteer, help!
I mean, I think we just return to the pre-race screen, right? That's what I imagine is going to happen.
Well, so it's changed to pre-race screen, and also we need to make Diesel. Please set match 2 time. And then when Diesel gives us the okay, we'll hit episode finished so that they can easily splice up the VOD. There'll be a quick 2-minute ad break, and then we'll come back and get started. And it looks like the other race that I'm restreaming has gotten started. Let's see. What I'll do is, let's see. Can I add a delay right here? Filters, effects, render delay. Okay. Time sync. It looks like it's 4 seconds. Oh no, it does not like a 4-second delay.
All right, Diesel says to come back to the setup room when we're done. So you done?
Yep, we're done. Okay,
All right,
I'll
the other
jump
room?
down.
All right, stay tuned for the next race.